What's up, dudes? I was watching a video on Carl Jung, thoughts on karma and divine justice never forgives these 7 things. And then Spirit was like, write this down. Divine justice never forgets these 7 things. Betrayal of sacred trust. That's the thing we're talking about. Betrayal of sacred trust. The betrayer is now living with the knowledge that they've permanently damaged something precious and irreplaceable. All right, here's the stack of signs we have left. Who's this message for? Betrayal of sacred trust. Leo. Libra. And Virgo. Leo, Libra, and Virgo. Let's hear about betrayal of sacred trust. What's the T? What does Spirit want to show? The betrayer is now living with the knowledge that they've permanently damaged something precious and irreplaceable. We've got kissing ass and marrying for money. What's the message from our moments? What's the message for Leo, Libra, and Virgo? Leo, Libra, and Virgo. Betrayal of sacred trust. Okay, that just hit this like this. What's the best thing about our family? Girl with a snake. Empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used, enable boundaries. What lies beneath? Betrayal of sacred trust. Okay, that just landed on here. Hater. Fishing for comments. What's the message from the flowers? Heart. And what's the final message from Island Time Wellness? For Leo, Libra, and Virgo. Kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. So, karma, divine justice never forgives these 7, I hear several things, these 7 things. The one we're talking about right now is betrayal of sacred trust. So once again, what's the difference between jealousy and envy? They sound the same. Jealousy can kind of light a fire under you and say, oh, I want what that person has. I'm going to work harder to try to get that. Yeah, envy says, I don't want you to have what you have, so I'm going to ruin it and destroy it. Envy is insidious. It's mean-spirited. It's a betrayal of sacred trust. It's ruining what somebody does on purpose. So let's go back to, the triggered thumbs downer. There is somebody who's practicing envy, who has hacked my channel, who has thumbs down systematically every time they get an alert that I have a new video. They immediately go and thumbs down it. The thumbs down happens before the time span of the video ends. Also, this person is busy because I'll do like 3 videos on some days. And then all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, they've done that to 300 videos in a row. I have no idea who this is. They're waging their own envious war with their shadow and projecting upon me. Can you imagine being me? I have no idea who this is. I don't really care. I'm more question mark about who has such a big problem that they've made it part of their daily habit to try to ruin anything I do. And I live with the fact that I don't know who this is. I know I have hackers on my channel, which is next level bullshit on a website where you're supposed to be able to make money. I went from getting 2,500 views. If you click on my videos and then click the filter popular, you will see a Cancer reading. Let's do it. Never met a girl like you before. Star MS Tarot Story got 2,200 views 4 years ago. They've been doing this for years to me. Now, and then there's more. Now, let's see. 2 days ago, ragers being forced to see how mean their own words were. They said, don't come, then got pissed they gone. That has 72 views. No, it has 27 views. I went from 2,200 to 27. I have somebody who put all of my professional work through filters. Here's where they edited out my teeth. Look at my teeth. My teeth go right next to my teeth. These are my real teeth. My bottom teeth are crooked because an ex punched me in the fucking face. So I have teeth all along here. I'm missing 2 teeth here, but the rest of the teeth are mine. Every tooth in my mouth is my real teeth. I have so many videos where they put me through a filter. See where they edited out my teeth, edited in my tongue, did something weird here. They've been doing this since 2023. I've had videos where I go back and look at my videos that I've already done. I've been put through some kind of filter. I have one where it makes my chin look super double chin like a bulbous frog. I have several where they've taken my lips and done like this. Do we know anybody who likes this look? Yeah. So jealous twats. I'm not, and I never have been part of anyone's harem. I am a professional artist who has had my work hacked, hijacked, ruined, and blocked because of some envious, jealous twats. On a website where you're supposed to be able to make money. Well, when did this start happening? This all started happening when I sent messages out on Instagram to some well-known people talking about the art movement and what I'm doing. Specifically, Jack White, Johnny Depp, Eminem, Laura Jane Grace, so let's look at Jack White, If I Die Tomorrow. So Jack White dropped the video If I Die Tomorrow 3 years ago. I wrote, amazing work of art. Well done, Jack and team. Olivia, you look beautiful. Love the cameo. 10 out of 10. There's a reply that came right away. So the first time the reply was under a username called something goat. Then they've changed the username to something meerkat. Now they've changed the username to Daz Forebs. Amazing work of art. Well done, Jack and team. Olivia, you look beautiful. Love the cameo. 10 out of 10. We both had allergies and sneezed constantly. LOL. Then I did my reading. Yo, Emperor! Look what I got at the thrift store with my tap shoes. What happened? Jack White's old lady standing in front of a thrift store holding a cheesing it with a picture of a big hot pink Coco Chanel sign. Then I said, oh wait now. I don't think this chick knows about Coco Chanel. Even though I'm kind of sick of we both had allergies and sneeze constantly, LOL. So I did an emergency soul school lesson where we're all going to understand that Coco Chanel was an anti-Semite and a Nazi sympathizer. There's a whole bunch of people from the United States especially who don't know who they worship. Coco Chanel was a Nazi sympathizer. She went to Nazi parties in her Coco Chanel dress. And she was very, very disgusting on her anti-Semitic things she would say. shameless about it. So we did the emergency soul school lesson for the collective, and what happened? His old lady deleted the picture of Coco Chanel. Delete, gone on Instagram. Then I did my reading where I talked about food oppression. How me as an undiagnosed, high-functioning spectrum-y little girl was at my babysitter's, and my babysitter would not let me leave the table until I ate this fucking nasty-ass butter sandwich. My babysitter, Vernetta, she would make white bread, thick slab of butter, another piece of white bread on top. Yeah. Well, I was sitting at her table. She wouldn't let me leave the table. I was getting nervous because Casper the Friendly Ghost was on. I talked all about this in that video. Very emotional. I wanted to go watch Casper the Friendly Ghost because I like to sing along with the theme song of Casper the Friendly Ghost. So I took my butter sandwich and I threw it on the ground under the table when her back was turned. She turned around and she said, "Where's your sandwich?" I said, "I ate it." She looked under the table. She said, "No, you didn't." Put the sandwich back on my plate and forced me to eat it. And I was getting really nervous because Casper was going to start and I was going to miss it. So I tried eating it and I threw up all over her table. And she let me leave. And I ran and I turned on the TV and I made it in time for the theme song of Casper the Friendly Ghost. And I was kind of crying and singing along. Even as a child and even to now, throwing up is very scary for me. I don't like it. And then it went to commercial. And then it came back and it did the theme song all over again. And I literally, my little self thought that was God rewarding me for having to throw up Vernetta's butter sandwich. I shared that. Food oppression. The lesson of food oppression. Yeah, what did his old lady do? She immediately posted a picture of Casper the Friendly Ghost on her Instagram. I talked about how I used to be a raver. Went with my friend to raves back when they were underground. We didn't really call them raves. They were known as raves. We called them parties. Yeah, now his old lady comes out with a song called She's a Raver. Yeah. You were like 3 when I was raving. You're not the raver. I'm the raver. So, a lesson to Jack White and his old lady, Olivia Jean. If somebody comes and knocks on your door, an artist, yeah, she got him put a ring on it. If an artist comes knocking on your door and saying, "Hey, you manifested me. I'm doing this art project. Yeah, I've been invited by the most visited modern museum in the United States, the Walker Art Center, 5 times. I've seen Jack talking about the Walker Art Center. Yeah, but some little girl twats cock-blocked and then teased. Mr. White, please report to the guidance counselor and clean up the giant mess your Coco business left." So, to these younger girls, When somebody knocks on your big daddy's door and says, do you want to manifest? It's not an open invitation to cock block the message and then just steal that person's life and manifestation. Those are just a few examples. Yeah, let's type in white. July 13th, 2025. Cancer, Mr. White, face reality. Your old lady cock blocked and did a shameless destiny swap. Tower. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Old Mollywood glam. Movie night. Pops a lot of corn and black and white are ready to start dating. Starseeds. Virgo. Mr. White finally realizes Cutesy Bootsy fucked Mr. Black on that yellow coach. Karma begins. Update. Now it's hitting home how cruel they were for sport to an innocent little white dove. Sagittarius. Help Molly. Time for a serious cleanse of mind, body, and spirit with the little white dove. Well, here's what these bully bitches, these covert bully bitches, that they're, yeah. This clueless emperor, let's hear it. Well, we just heard that Jack White is finally carrying a phone at 50 years old. He turned 50, and he can finally check his own messages. That clueless mind liar is an idiot. Divine Truth with Molly Marcellus, Supreme Empress Artist. Scorpio Cancer. That clueless emperor and their taker bitch harem screwed Divine Feminine over 4 years. Just the math don't add up. You can't be the raver. You were like 3. I was the raver. Delete the Instagram. Delete it. Yeah. But what if everybody knows somebody who can see what's deleted on Instagram? All this bullying. It used to be every Pisces reading got a thumbs down. Now it's just every reading. Does anyone know a Pisces? Yeah, some bully bitches flexed on the wrong fucking dove, and now it's coming back to them 100-fold. The proof is in the goddamn pudding.